What's going on, guys? My name is Tyler, and today I'm bringing you guys the Cobra Kai power scaling tier list. Now, I was gonna make a video just ranking them weak to strongest, but it's kind of boring, and I feel like the tier list template is just really easy to get it down. And on today's video, I'm bringing a homie that I wanted to bring on the channel for quite a while. Just introduce yourself, bro.
Oh, my name is Dank Dreams. It's been like 7 or 8 months in the making for me actually appearing on this channel. But Ty's been fat, so I haven't been on yet.
What the fuck? But now I'm bringing you guys the tier list, and yeah, we're just spitting. So if you disagree, you're just wrong, and you can join the Discord and we can talk about it. We'll just go from strongest to weakest. I feel like that's better. So at the top, we have, in a tier of his own, a Stingray.
My loss against Silver was definitely off guard, you know?
Yeah, he ate all of that. He survived it, remember? So, don't matter. Now, next is Mr. Miyagi, for obvious reasons. The Cobra Kai creators say that him, along with the master of Cobra Kai, the one who trained the dude who trained Crease in Vietnam, is the first and second strongest in the verse. So, that means the master of Cobra Kai is right behind Mr. Miyagi. And Sato isn't on this list. I mean, if he was on this list, he'd probably just be, right below these two, being the third strongest, or fourth strongest, since Stingray is number 1.
Obviously.
Okay, so in A tier, now this is where we have the Cobra Kai characters, and honestly, I think me and you can both agree, I think Terry should be an A.
Yeah, he should definitely be, at the top of the list, I think.
Yeah, and people probably think, oh, well, maybe Chosen could probably beat him up, right? Because he has so many other skills. Well, those skills haven't been shown to us yet, and we do know that Daniel, even while training with this Chosen and not even mastering the pressure points just yet, is capable of reacting and actually managing to press this Chosen. The same Daniel, who would then go on to get stronger, and then the same one that Johnny would stalemate, and Silver just completely ragdolls his Johnny.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and speaking of Johnny and Daniel, those two would be right up, with Johnny being here and Daniel. I mean, it's interchangeable. They're just relative. They're just even. I mean, it really doesn't matter. And right behind them would be Crease, because Crease hasn't done anything this season really impressive. So he just basically has the same scaling in season 3, which is him losing to everyone in A tier.
It was honestly, extremely surprising that he didn't have any type of fight this season. I feel like that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's probably because he got so much love in season 2 and season 3, and they just mainly wanted to show off Terry, even though I was expecting him to be the weakest because, Crease was saying how he was rusty, but maybe that was Terry's whole thing. Anyways, in B tier, we are going to be having the Karate Kid era kids, and at the top is Daniel by the end of Karate Kid 3, who's able to use kata to confuse the likes of Mike Barnes, who would be following him, then Chosen, and then Johnny. And the reason why they are so much stronger than the Cobra Kai kids, now granted, the Cobra Kai kids are probably way more skilled than them. However, the problem is that even the likes of Johnny, who beats up Daniel, who would scale to Chosen in Karate Kid 2, who is able to split stone, which was calculated to be at wall level, that feat alone would just put them above anything that the Cobra Kai kids have pulled off. Now, next, we are going to be having the Cobra Kai kids, and with season 4 ending, we now have Hawk being the strongest kid around. You love to see it. I mean, yeah, Robbie did have the advantage against Hawk, and, he did see Kenny, but in the long run, if this was a fight to the death, Hawk would win. He did show more impressive feats against Robbie, so it just makes more sense. And that also applies to the likes of Tori, so I don't want to hear well, she was ratting. She still scales above Sam.
I think next would probably be Miguel, right?
Yeah, sadly Miguel, because we already know that Sam is the strongest in season 3, and then Tori would scale to that Sam, and then Miguel doesn't really do anything besides clashing with the Eli. However, he just pulls his leg. So if he tried fighting any of these characters in this tier, he'd just get fucked up.
Do you think Dimitri or Piper would go next?
Dimitri would scale to Robbie, who scales above Sam, and then Piper scales to a casual fucking Sam, who's below Robbie. So, and then next would be next up would be Kyler. Oh, what about Sean? Oh, we haven't even talked about Sean.
I mean, Sean scales a weaker Hawk, but we don't know where weaker Robbie, but we don't know where weaker Robbie scales to.
Honestly, I can see him beating Piper, but I think Dimitri's defense might actually just kind of fuck up Sean.
Probably hard counter, yeah.
And it makes sense too, because the Piper that Sam was fighting, I mean, she really wasn't going all out. And we saw in the Tori fight that her and Tori are just in a whole other league, so Piper isn't really that strong. However, she is probably stronger than Kyler, who got fucked on by Hawk, who Robbie would scale to. And yes, even though Robbie was casual, let's be honest, Hawk was not going all out on Kyler either, so it would just make sense for Kyler to just be down there. And also, I will say that you could potentially argue that maybe Sean might be able to overpower Dimitri, but honestly, it's really contentious. Like, let me know down below what you guys think. Do you think Sean's AP overcomes Dimitri's defense, or vice versa? And next up, I think, would be Kenny. I think he does get fucked up by Robbie. However, I mean, there's really nothing else to say. I'm not gonna lie, Kenny he just like kind of gets fucked up by Robbie and does like one little thing against him, but we know that Robbie clearly isn't trying. I guess honestly, Kenny wouldn't even be about. I mean, if we're really being serious, we didn't even forgot about Chosen. Chosen, I think, would be right below Terry, but he's above Johnny and Daniel. Completely forgot to put him on the list.
Do you think Chris is above Kenny?
I think he might be based off the shit with Tori. You remember in season 3, like we saw him being able to block a blow from her.
The problem is he gets his ass beat by Kyler. And that wasn't even like remotely close. That shit was terrible.
The thing is that Robbie really was casual.
Then the question becomes, do you think casual Robbie is below Kyler? Because I mean, Kenny did tag casual Robbie.
But Crease did say, like, it was a clear distinction. Like, there's a difference between, like, going casual and then, like, holding. I think Robbie was going casual and holding back. Like, I think it was a double. I think he just got, like, a double nerf. If anything, we could just make a question mark tier for Kenny because we really don't know his scaling too well.
Honestly, it doesn't make sense for him to be above, like, anybody because he's a fucking 8th grader. But at the same time, we can't really tell.
Yeah, so I'll just make a new tier now, question mark, and we'll put Kenny there. Next up, I think, would be Xander, and this would make sense since Tori, like, fights Sam relative to Miguel. Like, Robbie, Sam, Tori, and Miguel are kind of comparable in Season 2, right? And they would upscale from their Season 1 self, and Chris is able to react to a Season 3 Tori. Mitch, I think, just... let's make a new tier, hold on. Tier below everyone else. Mitch has no scaling. That also goes for Bert. And Aisha would go here, but however, she is above Mitch and Bert based off her actually being able to get a point off on Xander. Low key, if Doug was on the list though, he would be an E tier. And half of the Cobra Kai fucking fan base don't even know who Doug is, bro. All right, but guys, this is our tier list. I think it just makes sense. I think it's facts. Like, who's really gonna disagree with me? I think the only thing that's really contentious is Dimitri versus Sean, which honestly could be made in a video of its own.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And if you disagree, you can join the Discord and get jazz beat.
And with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I think Dank is going to make his own channel soon. He's talking about making a Yu Yu Hakusho video. I did make that thumbnail. You know, you never know. You never know. It might happen. But if it does happen, I'll let you guys know. And if you guys want more tier list videos like this, let me know down below. They're super easy to fucking make. I'll probably make way more on my second channel if you guys really want more. And with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.